You would like to get your team to find the root causes for a specific problem. Here's how. We're going to take a look at a special method which is called fishbone. We're going to use a fishbone diagram. What you're going to do is you're going to get your team together and you're going to prepare the fishbone diagram, and then you're going to do it together with your team to find really efficiently the roots for your problem. With the fishbone method, you can solve with your team together a problem, you can find the root causes, and it's especially useful for problems where you don't need a lot of data, but you need a lot of experience and new ideas. You want to prepare your whiteboard first. I'm gonna show you with an online tool, with Miro, how you could prepare it. So I will be using Miro, which is an online collaboration tool, but you can definitely do this method also with your team on site and not online. As it says here on the Miro website, the fishbone diagram has 4 benefits. The first, you focus rather on the cause than on the symptoms. So it's really here that you and your team together find the root causes of the underlying problem. The second is you have all the root causes, the possible root causes on one diagram and at a glance. The third benefit is you get your team together and you don't sit there alone, but you use the power of the team to get to the best possible solution. And the fourth benefit is you get the whole team together and everybody gets aware of those problems, and afterwards you can solve them together. So how does the fishbone diagram look like? I will show you here on Miro. So we have here this template, and basically this is what you would like to prepare if you're using a normal whiteboard. We have already loaded this template here, so in Miro, that's the cool thing, you could do this with your team on the internet, like over distance. How does it work? The fishbone diagram, as you can see here, it takes about 60 minutes, so 1 hour together with your team. You can do it with 1 till 6 people about. There's a little experience required, but it's very easily and straightforward. I think you could also do this without any experiences. The first step, what you want to do is you get your team together and you agree on the problem. So what's really at the core of the problem you would like to solve? 15 minutes, you prepare the team and you go through the problem together, so you really define the problem in the most efficient way. So as an example, you put it here at the head of the fish. The problem, for example, could be, why do our people cancel subscriptions in our company? The second step is you agree on main causes that lead to the problem. You also do this together, so you take 10 minutes together with your team and you write down the main causes here at the fishbone. So for example, we lack the insights. That's one cause for this. Our system is maybe not stable and that's why we lose subscriptions. Another one would be that the pricing is too high, obviously. If the pricing is too high, people cancel the subscriptions. Then there could be a lack of strategy. Why don't we have a good strategy in place to have people not leave our company? And maybe we lack also some people. So you put together with your team in 10 minutes those main causes here at the end. That's the second step. After that, you tell your team members to work individually from now on. So for 10 minutes, each and every one of your team members is going to brainstorm individually and asks themselves what are the root causes that contribute to the main cause. So we're going there step by step. First we had the problem, then we had the main causes, and now we're asking ourselves what does contribute that this main cause does exist. For example, everybody could put down on a piece of paper or take some sticky notes and write down the root cause and just brainstorm and write down as many possible answers as possible which could contribute to the main cause. Make sure that this whole exercise is fun for the team. I mean, brainstorming can be fun. After you have finished with these 10 minutes, you are gonna get the team together again and you're gonna let them stick the root causes onto the fishbone now. So you transfer the root causes into the diagram. So for example, the system is not stable. What could be a root cause for this main problem? Well, the engineers don't have enough time, or our testing pipeline maybe is broken. So this and other problems could be the root problems for this main cause. After you have done this, you let the whole team just stick everything together there, and after that you are gonna identify the most pressing issues by voting silently. By the way, if you like this video, please consider giving it a like so that other like-minded people like you could also enjoy it, because the YouTube algorithm is gonna show it to them too. So give it a like. Thank you very much. Step 5, you can either skip this step or you can do it together with your team, because this is obviously more for democratic leaders, so people who really have democracy who would like to have democracy in their team. It depends on your leading style, obviously, but you could do a voting, so individually everybody gets a number of votes and you can vote on which of the root causes is the most important, the most pressing problem. So you stick your votes here. We're thinking too narrowly, this could be a huge problem. We're not able to fix bugs quickly enough, could be the biggest problem. You will let your team decide which is the most important issue. And after this comes the 6th step, which is you agree together with the team on the next step. What should be the next one, and you start with the most pressing issues, or maybe you as a team leader decide also, like in between the top 3, which would be the one you start with together with your team. So you make a list like this. What is the outcome? What are the actions and responsibilities? What is the next step? And you list the steps together with the team from pressing to least pressing. You put the name and you put the deadline until when you want to do this together with your team, and maybe afterwards you fill it in your project management system and work on it together with your team. You fill it with deadlines and you fill it with responsibilities. And afterwards you have this very nice list of outcomes, which may at the end, if you solve all those root problems, may lead to that you solve the main causes, and afterwards that you really find solutions for this huge problem you started with in this exercise. So this was the fishbone diagram, a really efficient way to find main and root causes for your problem together with your team. What do you think about this method? Have you used it before? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe now to the channel.